All the YouTubers seem to be capitalizing on the fact that it is back to school season. Even those individuals who have dropped out of school. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to be setting up my September bullet journal for back to school. And yeah, I'm doing this due to popular demand. These videos seem to be blowing up on my channel. They were dry. So for this month's bullet journal, I thought it would be fun to do a blackboard theme. I have this black marker, which will be the board, and then I also got new white gel pens, and that's going to be the chalk. Let's get started with our September title page spread. Alright, first things first, I want to know how you feel about going back to school. I always have mixed feelings. I'm excited to get into a routine, but also a bit anxious to sort of integrate this change into my life. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you are already back to school or if you're getting ready for back to school and whether you're excited or dreading it. So first I will start with a little update on what I did this summer. So in July I spent 2 weeks shadowing different surgical specialties. I made a vlog, it's on my channel if you wish to check it out. Basically I shadowed a different surgical specialty every day for 2 weeks. This was an excellent way to sort of compare them. However, it was a pretty intense week, a lot of early mornings, and a lot of long days of standing in the OR. But nonetheless, it was a wonderful learning opportunity. Following that, I spent about a month away in Japan on vacation. I personally think it is so important to spend at least a portion of your summer doing something completely unrelated to school so that you can come back to school feeling motivated and refreshed and less susceptible to burnout. Over the summer I consumed a lot more YouTube than what I normally consume when I am at school and having to study, and I noticed a few interesting trends. One is that there's a lot of young and upcoming YouTubers that have very successful channels and are able to make a comfortable living off of their YouTube channel, but as a consequence some of these people are choosing to drop out of high school. And I think it's a very risky decision because it's hard to know whether you're going to be relevant on the internet for a long period of time. YouTube is not a stable source of income, although it can be extremely lucrative if you have a highly successful channel. That being said, I think it's been also very interesting to hear these people's reasoning as to why they left school. There's two things that seem to be cited most. One is that they didn't feel what they were learning in school was useful for life in general, and two, they felt that the school system exacerbated their mental illnesses. So let's talk about the first thing, things that you learn in school not being useful. I think it's very easy to look at individual aspects of the curriculum and ask, when am I going to use algebra in my everyday life? Why do I need to know calculus? Who cares that the mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell? But at the end of the day, it's actually more important that you're learning how to learn, you're learning how to meet deadlines, and you're learning how to function within a structured environment. The second point I think is a lot more valid, the idea that the school system is not a healthy place for somebody who struggles with any type of mental illness. That being said, I think it's extremely ironic that these people talk about having to leave school because they were struggling with anxiety or depression, and yet they interact on social media platforms such as Instagram or YouTube in ways that further exacerbate their viewer or followers' mental illness. So for example, the number of videos that I have seen in my feed that are about how to look good for back to school, how to be popular in school, how to do a makeup makeover for back to school, all of these are sending a subliminal message that you don't look good enough for school. And yes, some of them are interesting and fun to watch, and I realize that creators have to produce content, but if you're doing like a makeup tutorial and the products you're using costs $2,000 just for this one video and it takes an hour to create this look, I don't think it's fair to sort of put that on your viewers and say you should look like this for back to school when really it's not a realistic goal for so many people that are watching. Alright, so that's my little YouTube rant. On a more positive note, I have rediscovered Reddit, which I am obsessed with right now. I think Reddit is a social media platform that allows for intelligent conversations to be had. Obviously, not all the content on Reddit is intellectually stimulating, but it is a lot better than stuff that you're seeing on Instagram or Facebook. Reddit has some very unique communities, and I feel that the conversations being had are very positive and very supportive, which is so refreshing. Honestly, I think if you want to feel bad about yourself, scroll Instagram. If you want to laugh or feel good about the world, check out Reddit. So I would highly recommend. I think the only thing that sort of deterred me from being into Reddit early on was the fact that there is a lot of reading. Some of these threads are just paragraphs and paragraphs, and sometimes when I'm trying to browse social media for fun, I don't really feel like reading. Alrighty, the bullet journal is complete. That is our final look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope my rant and chit-chat style approach to this video made it a bit more interesting than the previous ones, and I will see you in the next video.